friends, and welcome back to SusanCanCreate. This is the Easter video. I'm really excited. I love Easter. It's a great time for family, and it's a great time for those of us that love to decorate. This video, I apologize if I have got a lot of reflection in my glasses. Shocking. The sun is actually out today, and so I'm actually fighting with the sun. So we'll just have to get through it with the reflection in there. Okay, today I want to kind of go through, and first of all, I want to thank everybody who has been watching my videos and subscribing. That's great. Please do continue, if you haven't subscribed already, to go down in the bottom and subscribe and hit the like button if you like it. And hit that little alarm button, and it'll let you know when my next video will be coming out. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. And keep watching those videos, because every time you watch it, it helps me with my numbers. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about Easter a little bit. This time I've got it set up. We're going to have a family. The family's coming out for Easter. I'm hosting it this time. And so I'm going to talk about the meal that I'm going to have for Easter. And so this is my plan for the meal. I'm going to get a ham. This time I'm going to have a couple of different meats. One of them is a ham, and I'm getting a different kind of ham this time. It's going to be from a heritage pig. I'm sitting away from this. This breed is like a Japanese breed. It's a different kind. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right. Kurobuta, maybe. It's Kurobuta. It's a specific kind. I've heard a lot of good things about it. The flavor and everything in this. I had to look it up, and I had to find a farm that had them. And so I did, and I ordered it online. It's pricey, I'll warn you, but it's no different than buying a standing prime rib or something. It's about that same cost. So, but I did order it, and we're going to do a smoked maple bourbon glazed ham. We're going to do it with the Traeger. We have a Traeger, and so I'm going to do that kind of a glaze on it, and we're going to smoke it. And hopefully it'll turn out just great. I'll kind of put some of the ingredients. I'll put a little bit of the recipe in there. I'll put it down in the description for you guys. The other thing we're going to have is we're going to do cold smoked salmon. We're going to have that also. So we're going to have two different kinds of meat. I am going to set it up as a buffet, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. The other thing I'm going to have, it's going to be a brunch. So I'm going to make I make from scratch. I make buttermilk waffles. So I'm going to have the waffles. I know the kids are going to love that. So I'll make those. I'll make waffles also. And then I'm going to make these. I got this recipe from a friend of mine because I wanted to do a potato dish to go with it. And I couldn't remember the name of this French dish. I knew what, they were a little sliced, and I asked my son, and he sent me the name, and I asked my friend, she sent me the name, and they both jumped in on the name. And these little mini herbed Pommes is what they're called, and they're wonderful. And I'll put also a description. I'll show you a picture here in a minute. I'll flash a picture up of what they look like. But they're great, and they're not that difficult to make. And so I'm going to have those. I'm going to add Parmesan to mine, but I'm going to make those. And then I'm going to have a couple of salads to go along with it. One's going to be like a strawberry spinach strawberry salad. I thought that was very spring-like. That sounded pretty good to me. The other one is a broccoli salad with bacon, and I'm going to have that. and then I'm going to have a fruit, not particularly fruit salad, but some fruit choices, some sliced fruits and stuff like that. And that is going to be my brunch. And then we'll have some different kind of beverages and things. So I'm really looking forward to putting this brunch together. Now this time I'm going to show you in the dining room. I've got the dining room set up. What I did this time is I set it up as a sit down, at the table, dining room table, but I set up a buffet table, and because this just lends itself for a buffet. So I set it up as I would, and what I would use for my buffet, the serving dishes and such. So you'll see some ideas and that I have in there for the buffet. And I kind of did two different ways. I wanted my dining room table to have more of an elegant grown-up look to it. But then there's little vignettes because we got the kids coming, the little ones, and I wanted to have some special, Easter bunny kind of looks to them. We're gonna have an Easter egg hunt. I love the Easter egg hunt. I love to make it. As the grandkids get more challenging, you have to get trickier. Yes, we used to torment. Yes, I admit it. We tormented our sons growing up. As they got older, we made it harder for them. But it was fun. It was fun making it. You got to make it a challenge. You can't just make it easy for them to find those darn eggs. So, got to get some pleasure out of it. So we're going to have an Easter egg hunt. And, hopefully the weather will be good. And, we have some outdoor games and we can have some fun and just have a really nice Sunday with the kids. So that's it. We'll go on in now and we'll take a tour of the dining room, the different areas of the dining room. And then we'll come back here and we'll close it out. So here we go. Enjoy. Well, welcome to the dining room. We'll start here where we always do. This is the front entry. This is the little round table that kind of greets you as you go into the dining room. And the little vignette I made in here where I had, I'm starting some African violets, and I just transplanted these. I just got them. I'm trying to get these all perked up and looking good. And they'll be part of my Mother's Day video, actually. And in there I had a wooden rabbit that was also something I've had for years that I took out, that I've used with the kids for a long time. And below I have a green floral little dish, and I filled it with jelly beans. So that's what I did. And then I'm going to move over this particular video or this meal. I'm doing a buffet style, so I set up a buffet table. So I'm going to show you what the buffet table will look like for this meal. So we'll look at that next. This is what I set up in the corner here. This is one of the white metal tables. They're just those portable ones. They fold over and you set them up. I have several of them. Actually, it's probably one I borrowed from my son. But anyway, what I wanted to show you first was this green tablecloth that's underneath here. If you can see it, it's one I just found these. Maybe you all know about them, maybe you don't. But this is like a stretchy one. It's always hard to cover these things and get them to stay where they want on a buffet table. But this one it's like a polyester, and it stretches. It stays where you put it. And let me show you a little bit about this one. I've got it here in my hand, if I can do this. Okay, here's one. This is what they come 2-pack. I got them on Amazon. And what they do is they have in the corners, they've got these little things. Okay, the legs go, the feet go in these little pouches. And then you put them over the table and you stretch it down. You stretch it down so it's over this. So it kind of stretches. Like I said, it's stretchy. It's like this polyester stuff. It's stretchy. So it goes over and it stretches and it makes a really nice, a smooth surface. So I think these things are great. They come in all different kind of colors, and they're fabulous. I'm going to be using these from now on everything because they just make it nice and clean. They don't slide around. They can go outside. The wind's not going to take them off. You don't have to use all those darn clips and all of that. I think these are fabulous. Like I said, I got them on Amazon. They're just stretchy tablecloths. So there you go. There's another tip. Okay, so you saw what we're having. I went over that in the video when I started. And so this is how I've got it set up. In the chafing dish over here, the chafing dish will have in there, as you can see, that it has two heated areas. One will put the ham in it, the other have the salmon. So that'll keep, I like keeping my hot stuff hot, so that'll work out just perfect. Next is, this is a 3-part warming tray next to it. And in there, in the first two, we'll have the waffles. The waffles will go in there because I cut the waffles up in the sections so everybody doesn't have to take a giant waffle each time, because maybe they want, they don't want that much. Maybe they want, or, they can eat one whole and they want just another quarter or something. So I cut them up in sections. So they'll be in different sections. So the first two will have, the waffles. And then the third one will have the potatoes. The potato, they will be in that third section. So that'll work out well. Now, on the next section, let's go over here. Let's pull this in just a little bit. Yeah, let me get that down. Okay, in that first bowl, right, the first bowl, see if I can do this. There we go. First bowl right there. That is going to have, I'm going to make little, with my melon baller, I'm going to make butter balls. So that'll be full of little butter balls for the waffles. In the bowl next to it, that one right there, Vanna White, I'm not. Okay, that will be powdered sugar. There'll be powdered sugar in there. Some people, me included, like powdered sugar on their waffles. I don't like syrup. I like powdered sugar. Okay, speaking of syrups, what I do for my syrups, those two teapots back there, there's 1 and 2 back there. One will have maple syrup. The other one will have blueberry syrup. And I warm my syrups before I put them on. And as you can see, this is really weird because I'm not anywhere close. It's like working on a green screen. Okay, this blue teapot right here, you see underneath it? That is it's actually a coffee cup warmer right there. Right there. Let me get it out and I'll show it to you. Okay, coffee cup warmer. You can get these anywhere online, buy them anywhere online. Okay, I've got 2 of them, but right now my coffee cup and my actual teacup is sitting on one. So I have 2 of those, and so one will go on under each of the little teapots, and then we'll keep the syrups warm. So I hate cold syrup on my waffles. So that'll keep those pots nice and warm for the waffles. So even if the waffles, they should stay warm in the warmer, but just in case, nice warm syrup over the top. Really nice. Then I have salt and pepper in the back. Okay, so next over here. All right, this silver tray, where is it here? There it is. Silver tray. It has 3 compartments in it. And in each one of those compartments, there's going to be, one of them's going to have fruit, and the other 2 will have different kinds of salads in them. And let me show you this tray for a minute here. Okay, these trays, what's special about these trays, and I did get these at Front-Gate, what's special about these trays is you freeze them. You freeze them, they've got stuff in them. They're heavy, let me tell you, they're heavy. I use these a lot. I've got several pieces of this kind of stuff. And this is really, I use them for outdoors a lot in the summertime because you freeze them and you put your salads in there, like potato salad and anything with a mayonnaise, and it doesn't spoil when it's outside. And I've got bowls that are like this too. So I freeze them, and then the cold salads stay cold. I use them inside too, obviously. So all of those are like that, and I'll freeze them. Okay, now I'm just going to show you a little bit of the decor that I put on the buffet table. In the back, I have a set of the begonias again. I have them in, like I said, in those boxes. They're just live plants inside those. And then in between, I have a set of my little creatures, nature's creatures here. I have a raccoon. These are Easter egg creatures. These came from Grandin Road or Fruncade. I think they were Grandin Road. That's the raccoon, the deer, the fox, the owl, and I don't know if you can see him back there, but there is a bear. There's an owl right there, and then in the back there's a bear. But anyway, these are my little creatures that I like, and they're shaped like little Easter eggs. So that's my decor, and then I ran a garland of Easter eggs and just just vines in the back there just to dress it up. But that's my buffet table. So I think that's going to work out really nice. All right, let's start with the fireplace here. Up on the shelves, I used fresh tulips. This is my first time using these. These are in glass jars. They are tulip bulbs that are started in water, and they are growing in water. And so the bulbs just bloom out there. I can tell you that the lifespan, once they bloom, I thought maybe they would last longer. They do not. Once they bloom, whether they're cut or growing in the bulbs like that, they don't seem to have any longer lifespan. So tulips are just short-lived, no matter what you do. Once they bloom, they don't have a lot of life left in them. But so this was my experiment, but at least here I have the bulbs left, so I can use them again next year. In the middle, I have a painting of a rabbit hanging there. And then over on the other shelf, I have another jar of tulips. They are a little later in blooming than the first group. Don't know why, but they are just now starting to really bloom out. Okay, so down below, this is a floral that I did, and it is in a ceramic milk jug that I put up on a little wooden stand. And in this, I used greens, dark greens, light green floral picks. And around the top of the milk carton, I put little vines. I dangled a few little vines around that. And I used all different kinds of picks in there. I got them all at Hobby Lobby, except for the orange carrots there in the middle. I did get that, I got that online. And I just thought that was kind of whimsical and kind of fun. I put the orange carrot stick in the middle there. And on the other side, down below, that is another floral. I put in a matching ceramic milk can, also up on this one's on a whitewashed stand. But there I used some like Easter colors, some purples and yellows in there, and a little bit of greens, and all just different kinds of florals are in that one. And so I just wanted to have a lot of flowers. To me, Easter is just all color and all flowers, and these are all like early blooming flowers. Let me see if I can just show you just real quick. Never did get a really good picture of that little bunny pillow, and I love it. Reminds me of, I just like it. Never mind what it reminds me of. I just like it a lot. All right, let's start with the little side table here. Using a bouquet of fresh freesia. These flowers last forever. Matter of fact, I'm using them in another video. And I put together this bouquet. They had pink, purple, and white freesia, and I put also some baby's breath in there. And I set it on top of a milk glass cake stand, and I surrounded that with some other little pink and white flowers. I added to that 2 little rabbits down there that have little votive candles inside them. And then to the right, up on a little wooden stand, this is a large hand-painted wooden egg. This I got from Front Gate, and it's very pretty, and I thought it went really nice and made a nice little vignette here. In the corner on the plant stand, I have my green vase that has some fresh baby's breath in it, and right surrounding the bottom we have some pretty Easter eggs that I got from Front Gate. And on the plant stand, you know, this is kind of throwback to actually my grandmother. This is not a table cover that was hers, but I did get this online, and it just was rather nostalgic for me, and I thought it kind of looked pretty on there, pretty with Easter. We'll move on to the apothecary. This is the apothecary, the top of the apothecary. What I've done up there is from the left, I used my tall lantern candle in the back, and then I used 2 of the boxes of begonias. These I got, you can do this, I'm using plants. I'll show you this in another video that's upcoming too, to use plants in your decor. These are just fresh begonias. They're in individual little pots, and I put them in little white trays, little boxes, and I'm using those, and then they'll get planted outside when the frost passes. And then 2 little Easter bunnies. These are kind of a throwback for me. I've had these since my kids were little. So I wanted to incorporate them since my kids are coming. Some of my kids are coming for Easter. And then behind that, I have just a frame of a, basically it's a stained glass window in the back. And I just use that as my vignette. And then over on the right hand side, I use my little lamp. And that became, and then I have a scarf runner that's on the bottom that kind of anchors the whole thing together. Okay, let's take a look at the table and these linens I got. This is just along the side. This also runs down the middle of the table, but I want you to take a look at this. I love this. This has got the green florals on the side, but look at those cute bunnies. They have the almost like a black and white graphic of the bunnies that are interwoven in with the green flowers all the way along. It's a band that goes along the bottom of the tablecloth. Okay, let's go over the place setting for the Easter one. Okay, like I got this linen. This linen came from Williams-Sonoma. You can't see much of it at this shot. I'll show you more with the other shots. But it is definitely Easter themed. And it has the golds, the greens, and the whites. So that's what I went with my decor. I used my gold silverware place utensils, and then I didn't use any kind of placemat because I like the linens just as they were, and I used my they call it a wire basket weave on here. This is their gold, their green trim with a clear base chargers. I got them online. They're glass. And then the next thing I put on there is just my basic white. Like I said, I've got a basic white set. I just got them from a Williams-Sonoma that's in their basic collection. And I use them for a lot of different things. And so I put that next as the dinner plate. Okay, and then following that, I got, also from Williams-Sonoma, I got this lovely little Easter plate. I liked it a lot. It was more, I mean, Easter can be really, it can be a lot of fun. I mean, it can be sophisticated, or it can be more like kids. And I kind of did a combination of both, because this is going to be a family Easter for us this year. And so the table is more adult oriented, with more of a sophistication to it. But I've got a lot of vignettes here that use, that are more kid friendly. But these are plates. They are the green and white. They have a rabbit in the middle. These are also from Williams-Sonoma, and they have a gold trim around the outside. So they are going right there in the middle. I then got, these napkins. They match the linens on the outside. I got these dragonfly, gold and green dragonfly napkin rings. I got these online also. And the napkins, the way I did these this time, they came, I folded them in half. Okay, and then I just rolled them. I just rolled them up, which I will just do. When you are rolling them, I don't know if you can see me rolling them here. Let me see if I can do it. You know, the stitching, the hem is at the end, and so that kind of makes a thicker roll. And so you got to kind of keep tucking and rolling, just tucking and rolling. And then when I got to the end, I folded this in so it would have an even edge. Okay, just like that. And if this gets a little out, I just sort of tuck it in like that. Take your napkin ring, whatever it is. Mine is the dragonfly. Okay, slide it over like so. Okay, and then because I want my plate to show, I just laid it on the side, just like that. Okay, so there's that place setting, and then I used my green, I added a green goblet and a smaller green glass, and that is the place setting for the Easter. There you go. Okay, the table itself, I followed the green. I went with the green and gold theme, green, gold, and white. And for the centerpiece on this side of the table, I used a lot of green vines in here. And at this end, we had a lot of little green rabbits that are done in almost like they're covered in a green moss. As you can see here, there's a lot of green little baby rabbits in there too. Some green spheres that have moss and vines on them. This is all in the center, down the side here. And in the very center, I made a floral arrangement. I purchased at Hobby Lobby, I purchased a large vintage looking metal farm pitcher, I guess you would call it. Let's see if I can zoom out on this. It's very tall. It's probably at least 24 inches, if not 30 inches tall. And in it, I dripped some more greenery, vine greenery, and I filled it with branches, different branches in there, all kinds of different branches. Some have little tiny flowers and florals on them. Some have little tiny leaves. I also put in there some little mini lights but I really liked it. What I wanted in the center is I just wanted something that was looked like spring was just starting, like how the flowers just barely start out. That the branches you see the branches and you just see a little bit of the budding coming out, and a little bit of the leaves coming out for Easter. And it's big, it's tall, and I really wanted to make a statement. I'll get some other shots of it as we go along. And on the other end, and I'll get some different directional shots of it, there's more bunnies in the vines. These are 2 rabbits that are sitting there and guarding an Easter egg that's in a nest. Here's another view of the rabbits, the little bunnies that are in there with the little garden spheres, all in greenery, some moss, and little flowers that are in there, little baby bunnies, and then the tall farm picture that is here with dangling vines and wooden branches that have the little flowers and little leaves and the mini lights that go in there. The whole thing is probably 3 feet tall. And then again, we have our other rabbits down here, and again guarding a nest that has an Easter egg in it. And then just our place settings for our table. Try to get a shot of the whole table for you here. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that tour. One of the things I wanted to talk about too is the desserts. One of the things what I am going to make, and actually what I'm going to have the kids help me make when they come out, is I had ordered from Williams Sonoma. I saw them. I like their Nordic wear. I get a lot of their Nordic wear, but they had this Nordic wear. These are little, they're called baby bunnies. And it's let me see if I can get it around here and you can see it. It's their Nordic wear, and it's a cake with pan, and you're gonna make baby bunnies. So I'm gonna do that with the kids when they actually come out. And we're going to make those. I was thinking, they've got a recipe. They got a recipe, on the back of this flyer. They've got a recipe for carrot bunny cakelets. But I don't think they're going to like carrot cake so much, the kids. So I found a recipe for, it's called 5 Best Flavor Pound Cake. And it's got a really good pound cake recipe, which I thought the pound cake might hold up well for this shape, for the bunny. And then it's got like 5 different little glazes. And it's also got different flavors in here, different, you know, vanilla, coconut, rum, they're all extract flavors. So I was thinking of doing that, and then, you know, putting some glaze like over top of the bunnies, and then letting them decorate the bunnies, and see what they had. I really like, they put the bunny tails, you know, these little bunny tails, what they did is they put the glaze and they like put powdered sugar, so they had little cottontails. But I think the kids will like this. We'll get some things and they can decorate them and stuff, and that'll be kind of fun for them. But I thought that was kind of fun, and then make a nice little project with if you've got kids that like to bake. Mine do, and so it'll be a fun little dessert for them. And I might think about making something else, and then again I might not. I might just have this and might have some. I do like, you know, I might get some little petit fours or something like that and have that along with the Easter, and have some little petit fours or something like that. Just something. We'll see. Okay, so do remember to subscribe, please, if you haven't subscribed. We are going to have a riddle. You will see the riddle, and you'll also see the answer to, the, let's see, the Italian pizza party. You'll see the answer to that riddle. That'll be up there also. And let's see, what else? You will also get to see, our pet page. We have some updated photos of our little puppy clan here. Our, you know, our parents, Dottie and Louie. You know, they had that batch of puppies, little 5 puppies, and they're growing up. And Jessica submitted some new updated puppy pictures. So we have those. And so we've got some different pictures in there too of the pets. So that's kind of fun too. So we've got some more of those. And so I'm looking forward to next time. And then the next video that'll be coming out after this will be spring. And I'm looking. That's a real fun one too. I love this time of year because we have all these flowers and everything coming. So until next time, stay happy, be happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy. Until next time, bye bye.